Greetings. Welcome to Ntr Kmt, the Church of Divinity of Ancient Egypt. Ntr Kmt. Marijuana Ministries. I just wanted to go over the Paut Neteru, the tree of life. Some call it the star religion. And this is the 11 laws of what you might call God. We call Neter, the Paut Neteru, tree of life. The 11 laws are principles that explain the nature and interaction of the forces and principles that influence man's life, her thinking, feelings, actions, and destiny. The observance of these principles will enable the individual to live in harmony with these principles and forces, thus gaining access to God's wisdom and spiritual power. All that is needed or is important in life will follow. They apply to the 11 spheres of spiritual influence, i.e. the tree of life, operating in God, or the Most High, Neter, man's spirit and the world. These principles operate in God, man's spirit, and the world. The first Most High principle of the Shiat, or the Shitaut Neter, or the mysteries of the Neteru, is Amen. It is at the end of your prayers when you say Amun, Amin, Amen. It is the infinite source of light, life force, and spiritual matter. The first level on the tree of life coming down from Amen, the unformed matter, is Usar. Usar is the ultimate goal in the Usarian star religion. We say religion in the sense of tying back to the Most High, to the source. And Usar is the unifying force which obliterates and overcomes all shaping factors of individual existence. Okay, once you are Usar, you, whether you're female or male, become Usar at your highest point, your highest state of being. At that point, all individual parts of you are united as one. Second on the tree is Tehuti. Tehuti is the deity of wisdom. Tehuti, the source of intuition that shows the way to achieve the equilibrium between interests of the whole and of the person. So you have a destiny that you are meant to do, but you also have your own interests, and both of them should be balanced. Next we have Sekir. Sekir is the third level down on the tree of life. And here we practice the tigress and dragon alchemy, the sexual alchemy. And Sekir guarantees the interest of the whole as well as all the individualated existences by providing the structural framework that orders their coming into being. Underlying everything is creation, and underlying creation is the sexual force, the creative sexual force. And at Sekir, this is where we start to train that force. Next is my addition to the Neteru tree of life, the Paut Neteru, which is Shishat. Shishat is the deity of divine smoking, and this we mean the herb, the holy herb, marijuana, we say. And here she just so happens to be a little cloudy because some water got on the picture, so it looks like she's in smoke. But we smoke the holy herb to open the first eye, which is called the third eye. And Shishat as I said, is the deity of Ra, which is the holy smoking of the holy herb. And Shishat is the deity of marijuana, hemp, and enlightenment. She is the sister of Maji and the feminine side of Tehuti. She corresponds to a faculty or power in the right side of the brain, which processes the abstract meanings of images and aids in the internalization of the focus of consciousness. So in other words, what we are trying to do in this system is to get back to our original selves, which is Usar, the inner intelligence. So what Shishat does is bring information in terms of the Metu Neta, in terms of visuals, like these pictures, and encodes your spirit or informs your spirit to do the work that you need done according to the messages that it brings. So this is the power of marijuana. Next highest on the list is Maat. Maat wears the feather which balances justice and law. In our sense, this is the area where we study our laws, universal laws, more laws. Ma'at, the supreme law governing man's divinity. It is centered around our freedom to choose, free will, as we say, to follow or reject supreme law. Following the laws gives success in life. Thus, not following the laws, smoking, eating meat, etc., brings failure in life. Next on the list is Ntr Kmt. Ntr Kmt is the offensive power of the Most High, of Neteru, God. Ntr Kmt, the offensive power of the Most High, God. This power removes all obstructions from others from our path. In other words, that force goes ahead as a offensive power, not defense. Defense is once you're already blocking. Offense is that you take control of the situation before it even gets started. That's the power of Ntr Kmt that we all have within. Next is Ntr, the child or son of Usar and Usets, who we are coming to. Ntr is the free will, the faculty of the free will, and we deal with it as far as nation building. Ntr, the free will to follow or reject divine law, Ma'at. This is the basis of our divinity. It is the only free element in our being, and we call it Ntr. The names of these faculties or powers that you have within are important because they are not just names. The names actually help excite the power that you're trying to bring up. In other words, when you need more power of free will, we say, some people say willpower, but the free will just is free to use all the other powers. It is at the center of all the other powers. So you have the free will to do what you will. You have the martial ability within to do what you will. By pronouncing the names, you help bring about the power that you need. Next down on the list is Neteru. Neteru is the house of Ntr, or the house of the sexual energy, the sexual power. And it is Neteru who transforms that power into visualizations. Neteru, the sexual energy is transferred to the will through the imagination in trance and arouses the life force raw to achieve our goals. So here we go again. The life force raw gives power to Usar to achieve the goals which Shishat have brought down to or into Usar, your inner being. Next down is Sebek. Sebek is the dog-headed god. Sebek is the left brain, whereas Neteru is your right brain, the visual brain, the visual side. Sebek is the vocal left brain, It is the side of your brain that breaks down. It breaks down everything into parts. So we have here Sebek, the syllogistic or vocal, logical, intellectual faculty. Left brain focuses on the parts to be applied after the whole has been perceived. So it's the left brain when you try to meditate, which that voice, that monkey voice they call it, that keeps talking when you're trying to stay quiet within. And that is only used after you have control of the visualizations in the right brain. Next down we have Uset. Uset, whose hat or crown is a seat, which represents that she is the seat of spiritual development. She is the first level of bringing yourself up from the physical into the higher spiritual levels. So Set is the first starting meditations that we do to remember Usar. Remember meaning that Usar was dismembered by his evil brother Set, who got upset and cut his brother Usar up into 14 pieces and spread him throughout the land. It was the devotion and love of Uset who remembered Usar, who remembers your inner powers, to put the body of Usar back together, and then from the love of Usar, the free will or Heru is born. So at Uset's level, we start the meditations of the sorrow for the loss of Usar, the devotion to remembering Usar, the actual remembering, and the love. These are all meditative yoga of Usets. Before we begin all spiritual, well, let's go to Uset's description. Uset, the principle governing the formula for spiritual development, the upliftment of the low by the high. So where I was about to go is the low. Your physical being, the lowest level on the tree of life. At the physical level, Geb, we have foods and herbs and all the things to strengthen and purify the body for its upliftment into the higher levels of spiritual development and spiritual being until we reach Usar. So at this level we start, like I said, diet and specific exercises, Tai Chi, and all the meditations and things to start to prepare the physical body for the powers that will be coming into it by doing the spiritual exercises of the Maji and eventually becoming DJed-I. So Geb is the prime impulse to spiritual development. Obstructions and demands of our earthly existence that stirs to awaken and bring forth our spiritual powers. So Geb, at your physical level, is the actual beginning of spiritual upliftment